a very high temper.
You have a terrible
better calm yourself.
You must be
Look, you can't even control this temper of yours.
No,
you need to behave, okay? You're like a little child, okay?
No,
you need
you
to
have
control
no idea how I
yourself.
feel. I have a very
You are a
bad
terrible
habit.
mother, and you can't...
Like you saw at the beginning, I'm doing a video about family relationship that cause conflicts in which affect the character's behavior and feelings, in which Christopher's family seems to be like a perfect example, and pretty much the only example that I thought of, in which that, as a family at first, caused a lot of conflicts in which changed Christopher's behavior and feelings. Though Christopher has autism, it's very hard for him to understand human emotions and feelings, in which then it's hard for us to see what he feels like, or to know what he feels like, behaves around his family. But though there are times he does reveal most of his feelings and the way he behaves around his family after a bunch of conflicts. So yeah, and you'll figure out them, because I'll be acting out some scenes with my friend. This is Christopher's initial behavior, feelings about his family when they were both together.
You have a very high temper, and you can't control it.
Well, I'm trying my best. You can't tell me what to do.
You're not trying your hardest.
Well, it's Christopher. He's going all crazy. What am I supposed to do? Let him do that?
You're a bad mother.
Christopher's mom and dad have a lot of arguments where his father has more cool and keeps his temper down, while his mother tends to have her temper very high, which then leads to their arguments, and which Christopher feels very sad about it. This is Christopher's behavior and feelings about his family arguing all the time. Christopher finding out that his father had killed Warrington all along and didn't tell him anything about it.
My father's a murderer! I can't live with my father. He's a murderer.
Christopher? Christopher, where are you? To give an example, I will be Christopher's father. My friend here will be Christopher. Hey, Christopher, I'm so sorry killing Wellington. It just happened in a moment. Please forgive me.
Don't touch me, or I'll have to stab you with this Swiss Army knife.
Christopher, please. You thought Christopher's the only one who's been affected by conflicts from family relationships, but he's not the only one. Christopher's mother and Christopher's father both were affected by family relationship from conflicts which caused by both of them. For example, Christopher's mother, who also was affected by the conflicts of her own family, which led to her own behavior and feelings being towards them. So at first, she loved Christopher and her husband Ed, but then after having a lot of conflicts, it finally affected her, which means her feelings towards Ed now were a little more falling apart, and she didn't love Ed anymore, so she went to Mrs. Shears. But her love for Christopher hasn't changed at all, which means she loves Christopher. She even sent letters to Christopher, really. And though her behavior has become more of a hot temper because of her bad habit of getting angered easily from all the conflicts between her and her husband Ed. Christopher, here. This is healthy for you. You should probably drink it.
I want strawberry ice cream.
Christopher? You need this to drink. Christopher? You need to drink this.
Strawberry ice cream,
Christopher?
Please. Strawberry ice cream.
Christopher? Christopher?
You're a bad mother.
Which then led to Christopher's mom leaving Christopher and Ed to Mrs. Shears, in which her decision must be really painful to leave her own son to live with someone who actually appreciates her, Mrs. Shears. So her reaction or feelings of leaving her own family would be like, I'm sorry, Christopher. Or something really very sad or something like that. Something like any parent will feel very sad. Which then leads to Christopher's father, which he seems to be quite a stable guy out of the whole family. He keeps his temper cool and cares for his son. Whatever his son wanted this, Christopher's father always gave him that, which their relationship between father and son led to Christopher's mother leaving him. And which Christopher's mother leaving him, there were a bit arguments which affected Ed's feelings, like Christopher's father, which his feelings became more, he started to hate Christopher's mother and behave more aggressive around Mrs. Shears, who calls him an evil man, and also maybe aggressive between Christopher's mother, who left him for another man and also had an affair with him. So every time Christopher mentioned anything between Wellington and Mrs. Shears.
Hey, Father, I've been searching for the person who killed Wellington. I think it was Mr. Shears.
No! Christopher, don't mention that man's name to me ever again. He is an evil man. Don't mention that dog's name again. Promise me?
I promise.
That kind of made Christopher's father feeling more aggressive and behaving a lot more aggressive to that. What the? Is this true? Christopher, what did I tell you before?